Prepare for what's coming and dominate in economic winter. Stand strong and thrive by showcasing your great products and services globally through the Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics. The Black Business Network has showcased over 2,000 companies with over $7 billion in sales each year. Over 10 million attendees have viewed the rebroadcast each month. Through the Black Business Olympics, unique styles of business training and mentoring are turning students into business owners and entrepreneurial warriors who will dominate in any economy. Gain the ultimate advantage of the Black Business Olympics, 7 days of unbelievable topics and speakers speaking around the globe. Donate your time and experience to provide expertise and scholarships to students worldwide and change the world. Now, more than ever, new insights, tools, strategies, and capabilities are needed. This is your chance for a major presentation to the world. Fill out the form and join the more than 2,000 speakers who have presented to over 200 countries. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the Metaverse, STEM City, Black Multiverse Enterprises, Hulu, Amazon, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pod TV, IBM TV, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Sign up today. Spaces are limited, and we will see you there.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Mary D Show. We're back again. What do I always say? On this beautiful Monday. Every single Monday is beautiful. Is there a Monday that isn't? Let's just be honest. You know, unfortunately, this past week, there were 3 funerals. 3. I can't take too much. I went to one, I'll be honest, because after a while, it's almost like, Lord, I have to send a card or something, but I just can't go. I love the person, but it's hard to go to 3 funerals in 1 week. That's why when you see me come on and I say on this beautiful Monday, I'm just so thankful to just be here, ladies and gentlemen. So thankful to God. We're here. We get to see another day. So just know it means a lot. I'd like to thank our executive producer for the show. It's Oliver Welch. Hi, babe. He's in the background. Those of you, you'll see Oliver. You know how he comes at Christmas. He'll come on. This year, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to send him his own link, and he can come on and be on the show. I'd like to thank you to our live viewers. Hi, live viewers. I thank you to our replay viewers. Hi, replay viewers. Replay viewers, I hear this all the time. I don't get a chance to see you live because I'm at work. It's okay. Believe it or not, the system does not care if you're live or I shouldn't say don't care, but live or replay, it matters. It doesn't, whether you see it live, that's good. We see replay, that's still good. It still notices that many people are watching the show. That's the bottom line. So that matters. Let me just say that. I'd like to thank you to our sponsors for the show. Everybody familiar with the Idea Club. If you're looking to do a 501c3, an S Corp or C Corp, you want to contact the Idea Club, ideaclub.com. And it's Dumas Martin Jr., or I think it's Dumas Martin III now that's over the Idea Club. Those of you that would like to write and publish a book. Some of you are going to be real happy to hear this. Remember, I only do this once a year. Once a year, we do First Book Academy. First Book Academy is coming out this year. It'll actually there's going to be a webinar. So if you sign up, those of you that got the email on the text, I can put the email on the text, it'll be whatever the last Saturday of the month is. I don't know what that is, the last Saturday of April, but it'll be coming out. And on that, then you get to come to the 45 minutes and find out just a lot of information, but you can sign up for the First Book Academy. First Book Academy is going to take you through, those of you that join, writing and publishing was the writing, editing, and publishing your book, because you do need all three. You don't need just one. If you have a written manuscript, that's good. That's actually the first step one, but you still need editing. Yeah, and I will honestly tell you, remember that's step two, and then we go into publishing. But those of you that receive the text, you can just click the link and you'll be contacted by somebody from the team. I'm really excited about the team, the Mary D team, but they'll contact you about that. Also, we have Front Page Publishing. That's the publishing arm of First Book Academy. So those of you interested in publishing, because some of you already have a book. I've had people contact me. They have the book, but they just want it published. They have it edited, they have everything, but they don't know how to publish that. They haven't got to that step. Then you need to contact me also. And the number is it coming across the screen? I'll put it up for you, but you can contact our office and I'll give them. That's area code 619-669-8603. And if you miss that, I'll say it again, area code 619-669-8603. For those of you that didn't get a chance to hear me say that, or you can watch the replay. It'll also be on the replay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm very excited. I can tell you when I talk about guests, I don't just talk about them. I'm telling you because you have, fabulous people, ladies and gentlemen, that have I've been graced to be a part of, to talk to introduce to you. And today, I can tell you, is no different. This beautiful, beautiful lady is here today. I'm going to read you some about her bio and let you see for yourself, because to be honest with you, most of us need what she is offering, which is visibility. But her name is Nikki Curry. She's a visibility equalizer. From the underestimated to undeniable, Nikki Curry is a visibility equalizer, a powerhouse in brand visibility and public relations. With over 2 decades of expertise, she has transformed the careers of entrepreneurs, business leaders, and speakers by helping them break through obscurity and command the spotlight. I love that part. As the founder of the Image Brand Company, LLC, and Nikki Curry Media Division, Nikki has mastered the art of strategic publicity, securing her clients' features in, listen to this, ladies and gentlemen, Black Enterprise, MSN, Bloomberg, Yahoo Finance, and major national networks like ABC, NBC, and CBS. Her clients have also been spotlighted on top platforms such as iHeartRadio, The Social Proof podcast, and Money Making Conversations with Rushion. I hope I said that wrong. Rushion McDonald. I think it's Rushion McDonald. But Nikki's work isn't just about media placements. It's about unlocking doors for those who have been overlooked, counted out, or underestimated. Wow. Who hasn't been that, ladies and gentlemen? That's all of us. She believes that publicity isn't just for the rich and famous. It's for those with a message, a mission, and the courage to show up. Come on, Nikki. Through her proven frameworks, Nikki empowers business leaders to elevate their visibility and build authority and create lasting impact. If you're ready to step into the spotlight and make your mark, Nikki Curry is the strategist you need. When I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we are in for a treat today. Nikki, are you there?
I am here.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm telling you, just reading about all the things you do, I think is just phenomenal.
Awesome. I am so honored to be here. When you were reading my bio, I was like, huh?
Yeah, that's you.
Like, okay. But it's all true. It's all true.
I love it. I love it. Well, you tell me. First of all, let's go back to where it all started. You, in your field, before you became a publicist, you were involved in what area?
I was involved. I was in corporate America. You know, most of us come from the corporate world. And what I am doing now for the small business owner, I used to do for Fortune 500 companies or the big boys. I've worked on campaigns, branding campaigns for Progressive Insurance, West Marine, you name it. I mean, I've worked for some of the best, but I realized even then I was making all the money and making money for them. I realized there was something more for me to do. I knew that wasn't my calling.
Right.
I knew that my assignment was something more. I'm not just here to be, I'm going to get your money. I'm going to put you out there and all that good stuff. I want to work with those messengers of hope, messengers of movement. Those are the people that I know I'm assigned to work with. And that's what I'm doing now, 20 years later.
Well, you know, I know one thing you've said too is being underestimated. What is that? That's a sign of what?
That's a sign of not. That's a sign of being overlooked. That's a sign of you've been conditioned to think, okay, I'm not ready yet, or I'm not as popular as I should be, or as the next person. Being underestimated is truly an advantage. It is truly a superpower if you know how to use it.
Right.
And I have studied this for years. I am known for working with the underdogs of the world, the underdogs of their industries, those that are in business. The underestimated are those that are truly movers and shakers. Just people just have not given them a chance. And I want to change all of that. And that's why they call me the Visibility Equalizer, because I'm going to bring some balance to this thing.
Wow. You were there. You've been in before social media came into being.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you understand the dynamics of what social media can do.
Absolutely. I do. Social media is a form of marketing, public relations, what I specialize in as well, branding and all of that good stuff. But, you know, anyone can be anything in social media, on social media. I'm going to be honest with you. What really works for social media is when you are the same person, when you are genuine and authentic offline as you are online. Right. So if you're a jerk offline, you're going to be a jerk online too. Right?
Wow.
So you got to be authentic. You got to show up, but you need to show up in a genuine way, because people, we can tell fluff. We can read right through that fluff and, you know, white noise and message, you know, it doesn't work anymore. It just doesn't work anymore, because eventually you will be found out.
Yeah. Well, the only person that told me a long time ago, just be you.
Just be you.
Don't try to be like so-and-so or anybody else. Don't be, because your people will find you.
That's it. Yeah. Your vibe attracts your tribe. You know, you've heard that concept. Your vibe attracts your tribe. And I love the fact that I know I'm not meant to work with everyone. I don't want to work with everyone. Because if I can't spend a weekend with you, I definitely don't want to work. You know what I mean? I don't mean no harm. But a lot of times the people that we attract, Mary, are similar to someone that looks like us. We have similar experiences. We have similar daydreams. We have similar obstacles. We can relate to each other. We understand each other. Like the conversation we were having offline before we went live. You are someone in my community. I get you. You're underestimated. But if people only knew the real Mary D, you are a powerhouse.
Oh,
everything you have going on. I'm like, what? You got this in place? You underestimated. Those are the ones you got to look out for. And I make sure you become unignorable.
Wow. I can tell. You know we're gonna work together. You already know that.
I love it.
For, as they say, for sure, without a doubt.
For sure. Absolutely.
What unique advantages do underestimated people have that others might overlook?
Ooh, that's a loaded question. A lot of things, like quiet leaders, those are the people that are typically underestimated. They are the ones that sit in the back of the room. I used to be like that in corporate America. I went from management. I've always been in some type of management or supervisory role until I got to my last regular corporate job. And I said, no, no more of that. I just want to make my money and go home. Okay. But the thing is that people that are underestimated, they're forced to build depth. They're forced. They're forced to just do what they have to do.
Right.
Quietly, silently. And they're working on their real skill. While other people are performing, they playing checkers. I like to say they're underestimated. We're playing chess. We're strategically doing what we have to do. And it's just the point of stepping in and owning your space. And that's what it's all about.
Wow. I love it. I love it. Let's see. Why do you believe that underestimated often have the greatest potential for impact? Why do you believe that?
The underestimated, we're not addicted to what I like to call applause. While we're so busy waiting for everybody to clap for us and we want to be recognized, we're the driving force. We're doing what's necessary. We're not waiting for somebody to pat us on the back and say, oh, that a girl, that a boy. No, we're doing what we got to do. Yeah. And because it's tied to impact. It's not about being seen. So a lot of people confuse visibility with just getting attention. Yeah, I know that we're in the attention economy, but it's not about that. It's not about just, oh, look at me, look at me, look at me. No, that's not how you build visibility. That's not how you build visibility. You got to be real about what you do. You got to have a point of view. You got to stand on something. You got to believe what you know you believe, and 10 toes down. No one can change you. And
boy, I'm gonna tell you what when you said that about waiting for applause, that is really me. That really is me, because I realized a long time ago you don't need permission. You don't. And I think what happens is people think you do, and they're waiting for this permission, and I'm down the road.
No, permission granted. Just here's your permission slip. Permission slip signed, given to you. Let's go. Yeah. And I'm telling you, once you step out there on faith, and don't worry about your naysayers. Don't worry about those haters. You take a risk. I had a consultation earlier today. This person has 30 years of experience. And she's like, well, my cousin said this and my cousin said that. And my husband said this and my husband said that. I don't know what to do. And I said, what are you waiting?
Permission. She's waiting for permission.
And else is the idea and run with it. Yeah. And she said, you know what? That has happened to me. And it broke me down and it hurt my feelings. I said, see? Why are you sitting here waiting? So you're worried about failing, or you worried about what others are going to say about you.
Yeah.
Fail. If you're going to fail fast. Just
come on, Nikki.
No, I'm serious.
I know you are. I'm
so serious. And that's how we miss out on things. We miss out on opportunities because we're waiting for permission. We're waiting for validation. Yeah. There's no time for validation. And idea has to start somewhere. What are you going to do? When you're underestimated, you have the clear advantage because they don't see you coming. They don't know you're working behind the scenes. You're ready. You're getting ready to launch. You're getting ready to take that step. They've already counted you out.
Wow. And you're right. You are so right.
They've already counted you. See, I'm getting passionate. I'm getting ready to start preaching now. Wait a minute. Let me calm down.
We're going to go to our audience. I got it because my audience, I call them, they're really, I say they're superstars, super fans, and they are superstars, every single one. The first one I see on here is, hi, Gwen. Hi, Gwen. That's my cousin. She's in the Bay Area. Hi, Gwen. She also said, Gwen, what you said, praise the Lord, we're here. I know. Gwen has been with me since the very first show. She came on and she has been here. I wanted to, I love you and thank you for your support, Gwen. It means a lot. And then I don't even know how to tell everyone here how much it means they're here. It means so much. It really does. And it said, hi, Nikki. And this is from Stephanie Hopkins, probate title agent consultant. Stephanie, thank you here, Stephanie. Glad to have you here.
Hi, Stephanie.
She goes, hey, Nikki. That's what she put out there. Well, Stephanie, I tell you, probably have something we need to learn.
Stephanie. That's my girl. That's another powerhouse.
Oh, and here's some. And
she does. She does.
Well, she does. I had a feeling. Well, you know what, Nikki? This is what I noticed. The people that you have surrounded yourself with are all powerhouses. That's what I noticed. And Gwen said, hi, Nikki.
Yes.
And then Stephanie goes, love it. Stephanie. We are so happy to have you here, Stephanie. And here's Fayette. Fayette's an author too. And Fayette said, she says, hi, yes, Mary is a power. Oh, awesome, Nikki. Thank you, Fayette. She's an author. She's another book with her and her granddaughter, a children's book. And she already had a children's book. I'm so proud of her. And then this is, I tell you, so Stephanie says, you said quiet confidence or quiet
confidence. Yep. I know what she's talking about. Yep.
Okay, now. Okay.
Yep, that's underestimated. Quiet confidence. Yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You said, hey, ladies. Look, Stephanie. Hey, Stephanie.
She's amazing. So knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable.
Wow. Yeah. Well, Stephanie, I know I'm going to get a referral. I'm going to talk to Nikki about getting you on the show.
Yep.
All right. Well, tell me, can you share a moment when someone commented you out and you surprised them?
Ooh, how much time do you have, Mary?
You know what it is? How many people?
Right. You know, I've had people, I've been doing this for decades, right? And I've had people to say to me, they were thinking about hiring me for their event, right? And they was like, oh, such and such referred you, or I was doing some research on Google and your name popped up, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But I don't see anything in this particular industry, or I don't see anything in this for this particular person, especially the celebrities. Now, I don't always brag and boast about the celebrities I work with, and God knows I've worked with a lot of them. But you don't see that. You don't see a lot of that in my digital footprint, because I've been that behind the scenes, underestimated business, right? Okay. However, when I need a reference or a referral like this person needed, they came back to me and say, good gracious, you've done this, that, and the other. Like, yeah, I've worked with billionaires. I've worked with millionaires. I've helped people raise their visibility. I've helped them get into TV or get onto TV, be in publications, the 700 Club, Wall Street Journal, you know, that kind of thing. Right. And, but it's not about bragging or boasting. I do have the receipts, but they counted me out because they didn't see my name up in lights.
Correct.
My job is to make sure my clients get what they need. However, I do need a certain amount of visibility as well, because I've gotten to the point now where it's important for professionals like myself and you, Mary, that we have to talk our talk, but we also have to walk our walk too. Right. Because people don't want to work with you until they see you working. Activity breeds activity.
It does. It does. It's almost where they say about something in motion stays in motion.
That's it. And
us in motion, they're like, oh, they're doing things.
Yeah, right. And the underestimated part is when the results. I'm all about the results. I can put you on this stage, here, there, everywhere, but it's the results and the outcomes. Are we reaching our goals? That's the only thing I care about. Are we reaching our goals? Are we doing what we're supposed to do? Because that's when you raise your visibility factor.
Wow.
When you produce major outcomes. And some people are just out here trying to be seen. Look at me, give me some likes, and like my stuff and engage with me, which is cool. It works and all of that. But you can't pay your mortgage with likes. You can't pay that light bill, like my daddy said, that light bill with likes. Okay?
No, you can't. But some people, I remember now when I first started, I remember the day I hit the go live. It was about 2 weeks after I started. I was on Facebook, and this gentleman put in the comments, and he said, "What are you selling?" I'll never forget that. He said, "What do you know that man doesn't even? I don't even know who it was, but he changed my life."
Wow.
I created products. I created children's books. I created something because he really, and even though, don't get me wrong, I have friends that are on social media and they're but they they pretty much like the likes. But they don't have a product, and they'll say, "Well, I'm not on there to sell a product." I said, "But I am. I'm on there to sell."
Right, exactly. But here's the thing, Mary. Have you ever seen someone spend 4 and 5 hours on social media? And just they're consumers. They're consuming and they're scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And these are business owners.
Wow.
They no connections, no new relationships. They haven't sold a product. They haven't been asked a question, but they're sitting there consuming instead of being producers.
That's true. That's true. You're
Business
right.
owners, we have to be producers, not just consumers. We're all consumers. We're all buying something. That's true. What are you doing? The underestimated movers and shakers that I love to work with, we understand that this is more than just a business and a platform. This is a movement.
Yeah, it is.
This is a movement. It's time for that.
You're absolutely right. But I tell you that, like I said, I don't know who he was, but but what he did was make me think of what am I here for? Is what he was saying. What are you here for? Yeah.
Right.
What are you doing?
Why are you taking up space? Why are you taking up space?
Yes. And why are you wasting my time? He didn't say that, but
it made you think. Did it not make you stop and think?
It made me think. It made me get myself. It made me take pause.
Right.
It made me take pause. That one comment, I'll never forget that because I looked through the comments and he said that and he just put the question. Said, "What are you selling? Like, are you going to pull a bottle of perfume out? What is it that you're here?
Why are you here? Yeah.
Here." And I thought, I don't really know.
See, that has happened to me too, because here's the thing. When you're showing up online, now social media is for you to be social, right? We get it. But at some point, I teach my clients to spend time on social media platforms that's going to produce business. Now, if you want to be social, that's cool too. You can do that, but find those platforms just for that.
Right.
When it's time to take care of business, I will tell you to raise your visibility, you need to be spending some time on LinkedIn. Straight up. You really need to be spending some time on LinkedIn because the serious business owner is over there. They expect for you to sell something. They expect for you to talk about your expertise. They expect for you to share your knowledge. They expect for you to be a thought leader. And it's a perfect place to do that. You would not be judged for doing that. They want that over there. Now on LinkedIn, they do not want you talking about if you have Frosted Flakes or Rice Krispies.
I know.
They don't care about that. We don't care about that. Right. Give us something to think about. Give us something to digest. When you're underestimated, give them a reason to be seen. Give us a reason I can say, oh, she's unignorable. She can't be denied. You would never deny Mary D.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I can tell you too. We have some more comments here. And I tell you, and they're coming on in. Wow.
I love it.
I can tell. I mean, everybody's there. I think what you're saying is resonating. It is resonating with us here because we have Antonio. Antonio is a super fan. Hi, Antonio. How are you? And he says, Sister Nikki. He said, well,
love it.
And this is, and you say, what did you say here? Stephanie, I think Stephanie is a mess.
She's something else. She's awesome.
You are too much, Stephanie. I can't wait till you come on the show. And then we have, this is, did I miss anybody? Elaine, did I miss you? I'm sorry. This is, Elaine is a super fan. There's another meeting that goes on right before I go on the show that I'm not able to attend, but Elaine attends and tells me all about it. She goes, powerhouses, Mary and Nikki, back to learn more today. And I'm enjoying everything I'm hearing. Elaine,
awesome.
I'm gonna tell you, Nikki, who she is. She helps our young people get scholarships for college.
Oh, wow.
And I'm gonna tell you, it's so many, we don't even know the numbers she's helped go to college. This is Elaine.
Oh, goodness.
She does. She has dedicated her life to this. Her daughter graduated from USC. I'm telling you, she's in the entertainment industry. This is a lady everybody needs to know, and that is Elaine. Yep. I have got to get Elaine on the show. I don't know what it's going to take to get Elaine on here because she's so busy. We're going to get you on though, Elaine. I don't know. We've got to bring you on.
We need Elaine. We need everything she's offering. We need her.
Stephanie need to quit. Stephanie, she's laughing. Stephanie, you should be, because you are, girl, you too much. Too much. And here's our executive producer of the show. This is my hubby. Here he is.
Awesome.
Oliver says, "Hi, Nikki. Just want to give you a warm welcome to the show. Thank you for sharing your expertise and knowledge in your field." Awesome. Thanks to our
pleasure. Thank you,
Oliver. Thank you. He's in the background. Like I said, Christmas is when Oliver comes out and he meets everybody.
I know, right?
Every Christmas he comes. In fact, our family will be on this year. We're gonna be by Zoom, and they're all coming. As many they would like is coming on the show.
Love it. Love it.
I sent you a LinkedIn connection request. You go, Stephanie. Stephanie,
there's no time like the present. That's it.
She takes care of business. Stephanie, I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna talk because that is
awesome.
Sure. Well, let's talk strategy. How can someone go from hidden to headliner using their unestimated status?
Ooh.
Hidden to headliner. That's a ways. Oh, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Now I can. But
okay.
Your screen is frozen, but I can hear you.
Okay. You know what? Since my screen was frozen, I have a little thing to teach my clients. When your screen is frozen 3 to 4 seconds, right? You're on the Zoom, on a virtual live broadcast, and your screen is frozen.
Right.
That's what it's like to be underestimated.
Wow.
Think about it. When you're just frozen in time, nothing is going on. It's like, do they see me? Do they know I'm here? Do they know I exist? You're frozen.
Wow. Oh, we lost. That's okay, ladies and gentlemen. She'll be right back.
How you go from hidden
to the show? Oh, you're there. Okay. We are gonna have a special guest come on in a few, and that's gonna be Dr. Eric. He's gonna come on too.
Oh boy. Okay, this is gonna be good.
But so what did I'm sorry, you had from hidden to headliner. What was I didn't hear your answer to that.
The way you go from hidden to headliner is to use your invisibility as an advantage. I teach you how to discover what your alias is. We all have an alias and we all have a superpower, right? Wow. The superpower is the advantage, right? That's the thing you need to do to go. The alias is what's keeping you hidden. That superpower is what helps you to become a headliner, okay? Wow. So you have to work on your voice. You have to own your voice. And then you have to work on your voice to provide impact. Then you have to leverage the platforms like what you're doing right now to amplify your voice. And there's a little process. There's a little stage here.
I'm sure.
Yeah. So the first thing you have to do is own. I call it the bold method. You got to break cover, right?
Wow.
You got to break cover. You're like, okay, I'm owning this.
Yeah.
Right. I'm ready. I'm ready to go from that alias that I've been using. And my assessment helps you identify what alias you fall under. By asking you certain questions, you can be like, oh my gosh. Like my alias is called the Modest Maya.
The Modest Maya.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's my alias. My alias is that person that has been building behind the scenes for many, many years, building and uplifting everyone else. But now she's really, her superpower is she's a powerhouse. And I notice everyone in the comments using that word powerhouse. I love it.
Oh, I'm telling you. I knew this is when I met you. Remember now, this is the first time we've ever seen each other.
Right.
But we have talked, for what? About 2 good months. And I already knew when I was talking to you, I said, wow. Remember, I even shared it with you. I said, this has to be a God connection. It has to be a God connection because this lady, you were a powerhouse from day one. I really did. And then before we go on, I
appreciate that.
Oh, you are. You really are. Dr. Eric, I was going to call him up to the stage, but he disappeared really quickly. But I see Stephanie said, and Stephanie, I can't wait to talk to you, Stephanie. Mary, I said, I can't wait. Because Stephanie don't play. And then I want to be here we go. Dr. Eric, here you are. Welcome to the show.
You know what? I could not miss this show for nothing in the world.
I know.
I couldn't even sleep last night because I knew that Nikki Curry Media was going to be on.
Yes.
And I said to myself, if I should ever miss an opportunity to hear her cook, I had to come. And of course, how I move. I'll come when you have somebody really, really special. Because the audience need to really understand that word powerhouse. Yes, we can talk about powerhouse, but really, are you a powerhouse?
Right.
Are you a game changer? That's what Nikki Curry is. She's a game changer. She's a powerhouse. And the reason I came this time because I had something special for Nikki Curry. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Nikki Curry Media, where storytelling meets strategy. For over 25 years, Nikki Curry has helped brands find their voice, amplify their message, and own their space in the market. In a world where attention is currency, your brand needs more than visibility. It needs impact. From startups to global powerhouses, Nikki Curry Media builds magnetic brands that move culture, shift perception, and spark emotion. Are you feeling unseen, unheard, or stuck behind the scenes while others take center stage? Introducing the Image Brand Company and Nikki Curry Media, a renowned brand visibility strategy and public relations powerhouse company. Nikki Curry Media has helped entrepreneurs, speakers, and leaders go from invisible to undeniable, transforming clients through interviews on TV, magazine features, podcasts to explode their brands. Nikki Curry Media gets you featured, gets you booked, gets you seen. Because visibility isn't optional, it's essential for growth. With a client list that's touched Forbes, Yahoo Finance, Entrepreneur, and national media, Nikki Curry.
Yes, indeed. You're talking about a world premiere.
Wow,
Nikki Curry. I just want to tell you, thank you.
Oh my God.
For your energy and your power. And when people say keep that same energy, I want you to keep that same energy because we need you.
Yeah.
We need what you have to give. And I'm not going to stay on here much longer. I just appreciate the Murray D. Wells Show. Yes, the Murray D. Wells Show is this show. This time of the day, if you anywhere in the world, I know y'all say I pump them up, but I'm just telling y'all the truth. If you're anywhere in the world, you must tune into the Mary D. Welch Show because she brings the fire.
She does.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kelly. I'm honored. Thank you. I'm fighting back the tears, but thank you.
Don't do it.
I know.
No crying. And again, I want to thank you ladies for allowing me to share the stage with both of you beautiful and brilliant women today. Continue the great work, and always remember what you're looking for is looking for you. Bye-bye until the next time.
All right. Thank you.
Dr. Kelly is something else. You hear me?
That was beautiful.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Professional. Wow. Girl, it was like, and you didn't know anything about it.
Had no clue. No clue. See, and that's my thing. Your work will speak for you
Right.
And it's the relationships. We talked about this offline as well, Mary.
Yeah, we did.
Build these relationships. It helps expand your tribe.
Yes.
Build the relationships, find the relationships, work on the relationships, and treasure your relationships before you need them.
Yes.
Build relationships before you need them. I'm telling you all, I have built a book of business on relationships. I can call pretty much anyone and say, hey, I need such a, who do you know? And they will stop what they're doing to go find that person for me because I don't know everyone.
Right.
And I've done the same thing for others. Like, what do you need? Oh, you need your client to be, someone that's working in the same space I'm working in.
Right.
Oh, you're trying to get a connection to People Magazine. Hold on, let me send this to you.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, yes. Other publicists and stuff. Hey, I cannot get to the producer of this radio show or blah blah blah. I'm trying to get a win for my client. Oh, I got you, girl. See, it doesn't hurt me to help someone else. I'm not like that.
Well, some people they think like that, Nikki.
I know.
They think if I know it, if I share with you, are you gonna get 1 inch above me?
Exactly. No,
it really is like that. So I understand totally. And Stephanie, you can tell Stephanie, I'm gonna give you a date, Stephanie.
Actually, she's the one that I recommended for your show. For the 28th. Yeah, so let's give her one of those dates in May if you have anything available. I know your show books up fast. I know your show.
Yes. When we go and the show ends, we're gonna talk because I'm just impressed. Her energy and her being involved with the show, if all of that matters. So thank you.
She's a relationship I built through Dr. Kelly, the Black Business Network, and we support each other every week. We support each other online, offline. She's very knowledgeable about her field. I've interviewed her and I was like, you do what and how, what?
Well, we're going to have you on for sure. So Stephanie, just know you coming, girl. You definitely, I'm going through. I want to make sure. I always try to talk to the audience. They took the time to spend time with us today. I always try to acknowledge them. And we have video. Oh, the video wasn't that nice? Nice?
It was nice.
It was beautiful. She didn't know anything about it.
No clue.
I love it. I looked at it, I'm like, wow. Wow. But but like you said, that's out of our heart that people do.
Right.
And here's another one of I have 100 first cousins. This is another first cousin. I do. Here is your cousin Leslie tuning in from Madison Palmer High School, Marks, Mississippi. Hi, Leslie. I tell you. And then we have, this is from, you put facts. Oh, yes, she said facts.
Stephanie was agreeing with us.
Stephanie, it's just a matter of time, Stephanie. You'll be here. Don't worry about that. We're just excited. And she said, she started laughing and says, okay. Well, I can tell you too, you often say they'll never see you coming. How can someone embrace that mindset without resentment? That's a good one, because you can build up resentment though. And I'm gonna speak for me. I'm not speaking for anybody else. I pray against that. I pray. This is what I've learned about God. If he'll do it for them, he'll do it for you.
That part. So
why do I need to be resentful of anything going on? Just know that it's coming for you. You just have to believe it.
Right. So my response to that is choose your purpose over pettiness.
Wow.
That's what you have to do. So when I say they'll never see you coming without, and you don't want to be bitter and think of that, because people will count you out. They will discount you and discount your contribution to the world. It's going to happen. That's just, we're humans. It's going to happen. But you have to choose your assignment. You have to choose your purpose over that pettiness. You're not here to prove people wrong. You're here to do what's right. Okay? You're here to walk in your calling. And let, like my friend says, okay, Nikki Curry, let your work be your mic drop. Boom.
Yes. I love it. Because it means what you really said, like we mentioned, do you.
Do you?
You.
You are because everyone else is already taken. Like Oscar Wilde said, be who you are because everyone else is already taken. That's right. I hope and pray God didn't make 20 other Nikki Currys because I don't know about that.
No. But I hear what you're saying. And that's I think sometimes people try to be like other people because they see them being successful. They think, okay, if I act like that, then I'll be successful when that's not true.
Right. It's not true. You know, some of the questions I get all the time, Mary, about how do you know if you're being underestimated or if you're feeling underestimated? There are certain emotions that we carry. You know, some people, they ask themselves, what am I really capable of? Or do I need to be louder and more aggressive to be seen? Am I too quiet? Why am I so invisible? What am I doing? What did I get the other day? The young lady said to me, why do people constantly dismiss me? And that struck a chord in me. And I was like, wow, I know that feeling. Right. I've experienced that. So some of us, we're feeling underestimated, but it's of our own doing too.
Wow.
So we give imposter syndrome way too much credit. I didn't mean to cut you off, but yeah, we give.
Because you said, in other words, other people aren't doing it. We're doing it to ourselves.
Yep. And I'm not saying it's not happening because people are underestimating you. See, the difference is you're sitting back, allowing them to underestimate you while they're out there doing the work that you should be doing.
Woo!
You're sitting on the sidelines. You're shrinking. You're talking about it, thinking about it. I had a consultation earlier today on that very same subject. And I'm like, you have all this experience. You have the credibility. Think of people are taking your same idea and concept and they're taking action. Yeah. You can have all the faith in the world, but you got to move your feet.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Stephanie said, back. Come on, Stephanie.
You got to move your feet because I'm telling you, there are not too many original ideas anymore. You got to take your thing and run with it. Just because 20 other people are doing it doesn't mean you can't do it either because there's only one Mary D. There's only one Nikki Curry.
That's right.
And that's my job to empower you to do it. Go.
And you're so right. But you know what it is?
For it. There are 25 gazillion publicists and public relations and speakers doing what I'm doing, but they don't do it the way I do it.
That's right.
They don't do it the way I do it.
Like you said, there can only be one Nikki Curry. There can only be one Mary D. It can only be one of us. It's not only what we do, it's how we do it. That's the difference.
Exactly. And that's what separates you from the pack.
Wow. And then what did you say, Stephanie? I tell you, Stephanie goes, yes. You are too much. I can tell you.
She's something else, isn't she?
Oh my goodness. What's the first step to leveraging invisibility as a form of power? That's big. What's the first step? What's the first step someone should take to leverage into invisibility as a form of power? What's the first step to doing that?
The first step is to own it. Make up your mind that I'm going to own my space. Okay. I'm taking up space. I was created for a reason. I was created for a purpose. I'm going to own that. So stop wishing to be seen and start seeing yourself as important, as essential. That's the first step. Power begins with the perspective. Okay. Wow. You got to own it first and stop apologizing for not being. Let me add that. Stop apologizing for not being seen. Do something about it. Stop talking and take action.
I know one of my sons just recently, he said, I said something about being successful. He goes, Mom, you're already successful. You are successful. He goes, you don't have, there's no, you have to
yes, you are.
that. He said, you right where you are successful. And I said, really? I said, he's like, yes. He said, the only thing is you have not gotten to the concept of that. I said,
you got to put it in your mind. Right.
Exactly.
It starts with you. It starts with the mindset. It does. Everything starts with the mindset, the right mindset.
I couldn't believe I said, okay, son. But the way he said it, I said it there, like, I'm thinking it should be something grandiose or something, but that's really not what it is. Really
no, it's not.
Well, I'm gonna ask you though, what role does confidence play in shifting from overlooked to unignorable?
Ooh, that's a heavy question. That's a loaded question. Confidence plays a big part of this, and not all of us are born with the state of confidence or the concept of confidence, but the role it plays is that it helps others to see you. It helps you to understand your power, your superpower. So you got to do whatever it takes. And a lot of times I tell people, I can show you how confident you are based on what you've done, based on what people ask you for help with, based on the feedback you get. So if you were to sit down and do what we call a self-audit,
right?
Mary, how many books have you written? How many stages have you been on? How many people have you helped with your work? How many people come to you and ask you for help on XYZ subject? What questions do you normally get? When you start making that laundry list of things that people request of you, you be like, what in the world? Things that we don't think about is helping someone else. That's your confidence.
And you know what it is? You help, not even realizing you're helping, if that makes sense.
Right.
Information, because it's who we are and it's just kind of in us. So I have to catch myself sometimes. I'm coaching people and not really realizing that's what I'm doing.
Exactly.
And as I mentioned before, I was sharing with you, I'm offering I only do it once a year, and I'm opening it up this year for First Book Academy. I haven't done that this year. I did it every year I do one time, because I work so close with those writers and authors.
Right.
I can only do it once a year. I'll be honest, because my goal is their success, and to give them that time and energy. I can't offer it more than once a year.
Nope.
Them do it.
Yes. But they're asking for help for it, right? They're asking for help for that specific problem. See, here's the thing. Your confidence level increases when you are working in your assignment, when you're working in your superpower. Right. And you're no longer allowing that alias to hold you back. So when you figure out what your true superpower is, nobody can stop you.
Wow.
They can't deny you. They would no longer ignore you. They would not dismiss you. You're unignorable. And that's why this is so important. A lot of people don't talk about this part. They just say, oh, go out there and get some likes and da-da-da-da. And the more followers you get, the more confident you'll be. No, baby. I know people with 1 million followers and they're broke. And they have no confidence. They're like, why nobody's buying my stuff and nobody's talking to me, but they're liking my stuff. That's cool. That can only take you so far. Right. Confidence, when you're making impact, when you see your work, when your work is speaking for you and you're getting results, that's when your confidence kick in. That's why I tell people all the time, if you're afraid, good, do it afraid.
And you're right. Because I'll tell you, like I said about the man that told me about, because when I hit with number one, it took me 45 minutes to hit the go live button. 45 minutes. I was so scared of rejection. I'm just going to speak for me.
Exactly.
I was literally shaking when I hit it. But I said, there's no way to get on the other side. You have to hit the button, Mary. There's no other way. You're trying to get to the other side by not hitting the button.
Right. Right. And everything you need is on the other side of fear. Everything you need is on the other side of fear.
Woo! That's everything. Big. I need to now. That's a quote.
So that's a tweetable.
That's a tweetable quote. Everything you need is on the other side of fear. I love that.
It really is. It really is. It really is. And I tell my children that. I say, you don't run out of options until you stop looking for them. So you may not know the answer. You don't know you don't know the how. A lot of times we don't know the how, especially in this. We'll be like, ooh, I'm going to do that. Ooh, ooh. But you got to keep trying.
And it's fear that stagnates because and fear is false evidence appearing
real. Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, one of my lights here went out. Sorry about that. But anyway, well, let me ask you, Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
We just have a few minutes left, and I want to make sure, what advice would you give our audience today?
The advice I would give our audience today is to discover who you really want to be in 2025. Who is it that you really want to be? Who do you really want to show up as? And stop trying to be like everyone else. Stop mimicking and watching the housewives or whoever, but figure out who do you really want to be and tap into that superpower that you hold. Every one of us hold a superpower. Every last one of us, we hold something near and dear. We hold something that's special, that we can help others, that we can make a greater impact. Share that. Share the real you. Own who you are. Why were you created? What purpose do you serve? And what problem do you solve? That's when people want to be involved with you, or they are attracted to you, and they want to be a part of your tribe or your community. Just be who you are, because everyone else is already taken. Show up as the real you. And that's what I would like to say to your listening audience. As well as thank you for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. I wanted to
absolutely
stay focused on you. When you said, I didn't even want to be in the frame. I want them to I'm serious. I mean that, because I wanted them to know you have literally given gems to this audience today.
Appreciate that.
And you let people know, do not be afraid to be who you are.
That's it. Be
anybody else. You don't have to hide behind anything. You don't have to change because you're somebody else with 100,000, whatever the case may be. And you're like, well, how do I get, this is what I always say to everybody. Everybody started with one.
That's it.
Everybody started with their one on social media that came out the womb with 1 million followers. So don't think that they are doing something. Whatever they're doing, number one, is usually consistent.
Right.
They have consistently posted or whatever they're doing, but also don't make it where that's all you want. Unless you fight, you're Elon Musk and don't need to make any money.
Right.
You want to have something that you can monetize.
That's it.
Whatever that is, as many of you know, I have children's books, but I have other books too. And what's been number one for a while on Amazon is Saying No Nicely.
Oh, I like that.
Saying No Nicely has been a book that's done well for me. Number one Amazon best-selling book. And I say that because that book was me, ladies and gentlemen. If I haven't already shared that with you guys, I wrote that book based on my life and the things I didn't know how to say no nicely to people.
Right.
So what I did, I was a yes person.
Right.
Until I learned how to say no. I have friends right now that tell me that book sits on their desk.
Wow.
When they get that person asking them, to do something, they look up and they read
to the book.
They said they read the exact line, exactly how it's in there, and it works.
I love that. You tapped into that superpower that you hold, and being able to say no is truly a superpower. You're like, no.
Yeah, saying no nicely, because I tell people it's not always what you say, it's how you say it.
Exactly. I love it.
I'm down to 1 minute. I'm trying to hurry up and get in here. This is Elaine. Elaine says, Mary, you are on your career second and third success. Oh, thank you.
I love that.
And then Elaine says, I love today's show. Inspirational, informative, truthful. Oh, thank you, ladies. And we are exactly 1 minute away from the show ending. I want to thank you, Nikki.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your time today. Thank you for being on the show today. And you must come back again. Please do.
Awesome. Awesome. If anyone would like to discover their superpower, find out what their alias is, and then their superpower, I tried to share something in the chat here.
Okay. Let me see.
I'm not sure if it's showing there, but we can put it in the notes. They can go to tinyurl.com, tinyurl.com/quiz superpower. Take the 10 questions. Tiny, TINYURL.com /quiz superpower. All lowercase.
All one word?
All one word.
Quiz superpower.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. I'm going to put it on there. So, ladies and gentlemen, there it is for you. Okay.
Yep, tinyurl.com.
Forward.
Yeah, I see something extra in there, but that's okay. They can figure it out. Or they can contact me, Nikki at NikkiCurry.com.
Okay, ladies.
And I'll make sure they get it.
If you didn't get that, my number, 951. I'm sorry, that's my cell phone number. Wrong. My office number, 619-669-8603. Area code 619-669-8603. Thank you. I love you guys. I'll see you next week. All right. Thank you again, Nikki.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.